Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report that involves a change in accountants. It's like when your favorite chef suddenly leaves the restaurant and you're wondering if the new one can still make your favorite dish. We'll see if this company's financial recipes stay consistent. Let's get to it. This report is an 8K filing from Precipio, a company focused on cancer diagnostics. The big news here is that they've had a change in their accounting firm. Marcum LLT, their previous independent registered public accounting firm, resigned in April of this year. This happened because CBIZ CPS acquired Marcum's Attest business in November of last year. It's like one company buying another and then some services changing hands. Now, it's important to note that Marcum's audit reports on Precipio's financial statements for the last 2 years, 2024 and 2023, didn't have any major red flags. There were no adverse opinions, which would be like a really bad review, or disclaimers of opinion, which is like saying we can't even tell if these numbers are right. The reports also weren't qualified, meaning there weren't any significant concerns about uncertainty, audit scope, or accounting principles. Basically, the numbers seemed okay according to Marcum before they left. During 2024-2023, and up until Marcum resigned in April, there were no disagreements between Precipio and Marcum about accounting principles, how they showed the numbers, or how the audit was done. There also weren't any reportable events, which are things that would normally require extra attention to be disclosed. This means there were no major issues that needed to be flagged. The company gave Marcum a copy of what they were disclosing and asked if Marcum agreed with what was said, and Marcum agreed. And Haiti Marcum agreed with what was said, and Marcum agreed. So who's in now? On the same day that Marcum resigned, Precipio's audit committee hired CBIZ as their new independent registered public accountant firm. It's like getting a new doctor to review your medical records. Precipio also states that they didn't talk with CBIZ about specific accounting questions or what kind of audit opinion CBIZ might give. They also say that CBIZ didn't give them any advice that was a major factor in making decisions about accounting or financial reporting. In other words, they didn't try to get a sneak peek or pre-approval events with CBIZ, either herring them. There were also no disagreements or reportable events with CBIZ either. The filing doesn't have updated financial tables and focuses on the change in accounting firms. So the story here is about who's watching the books, not what's in them. There is a letter from Marcum confirming everything we talked about, so what does this all mean? Is this a good sign, a bad sign, or just business as usual? Well, on the surface it seems pretty standard. Companies change auditors from time to time, and the acquisition of Marcum's Attest business by CBIZ triggered this change. The fact that there were no major disagreements or reportable events is reassuring. It suggests that Precipio's financial reporting has been relatively smooth and transparent, at least according to their previous auditor. However, it's always worth digging a little deeper. Why did CBIZ acquire Marcum's Attest business in the first place? What are CBIZ's strengths and weaknesses as an accounting firm? And most importantly, how will this change affect Precipio's future financial reporting and investor confidence? Without having current financials and seeing the latest financials of the last report, we can't say for sure. You need to look at the trends in revenue, expenses, and profitability to see how the company is really doing. Is Precipio growing, shrinking, or just treading water? How does their performance compare to their competitors? What are their key risks and opportunities? Based on this filing alone, it's tough to make a definitive judgment about Precipio. The change in auditors seems like a procedural matter, but it's always a good idea to keep an eye on the company's financial reporting and overall performance. Look for future reports and see how things develop, as these often contain more financials. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. Please let me know in the comments what companies and reports you would like to see next time. Please like and subscribe.